As of 2022, Russia is confident in its navy. They were proud of their power, but attacking Ukraine was a mistake. Russia's navy modernization plans were blocked and enormous losses were suffered monetarily, politically, and diplomatically. In particular, the decline of Russian battleships is a warning sign. Is this the worst? Watch the video for details. Battle of Ships. In 2024, Ukraine's resistance against Russia has defied expectations, showcasing remarkable resilience. Despite facing major threats from Russian naval forces, Ukraine has challenged Russia's dominance in the Black Sea and Sea of Azov with innovation, resourcefulness, and international support. Though lacking its own fleet, Ukraine has inflicted significant damage on Russia's naval assets. Notable victories include the March 2022 destruction of a Russian Raptor-class vessel by Ukrainian anti-tank missiles and the fire on board the Russian Saratov landing ship, which Ukraine claimed credit for. These attacks disrupted Russia's Cold War-era ships, including the Caesar Kunikov and Novichokazk, which later withdrew. Ukraine's biggest naval triumph came on April 13, 2022, with the sinking of Russia's flagship, the Moskva. This guided missile cruiser, the largest Soviet warship sunk since Depletion, was struck by two Neptune anti-ship missiles, symbolically weakening Russia's Black Sea fleet and its control over the region. The Moskva, Russia's flagship, was severely damaged by two Ukrainian Neptune missiles and sank on April 14, 2022, with at least 18 sailors lost. In May 2022, Ukraine's Bayraktar TB2 drones destroyed 4 Raptor patrol boats, reducing Russia's fleet by 30%. These drones also sank one of Russia's BK-16 assault boats at Snake Island. On May 7, 2022, the drones targeted a Snake Island Cerna-class landing craft. By June 17, 2022, Ukraine had damaged 20 Russian naval vessels, including the Bayan M-class corvette Veliky Ustyug. Ukraine also sank the Russian rescue tug Vasily Bek using 2 Harpoon missiles. In late October 2022, Ukrainian drones damaged the Soviet-era minesweeper Ivan Golubets and the Black Sea Fleet's new flagship, Admiral Makarov, which had been launching missile attacks on Ukraine. The Russian Navy stated Admiral Makarov received very minor damage. However, it remained out of operation until August 2023. Ukraine won big by taking out one of Russia's most modern frigates for 10 months. SBU and the Ukrainian Navy damaged a Raputin-class landing ship in Novorossiysk, 418429 meters east of Sevastopol, on August 4, 2023. Olenogorsky Gornyak was one of the 15 Raputin-class landing ships, the Russian Navy's most important class. It was on loan from the Northern Fleet during the raid. Olenogorsky Gornyak was severely damaged, but not sunk. Even this changed the maritime theater when the Ukrainian Navy detected Russian ships fleeing the port and dispersing in the Black Sea. Ukraine raids Sevastopol at night on September 13, 2023. Ukrainian Sukhoi Su-24 supersonic all-weather tactical bombers attacked an updated Kilo-class assault submarine Rostov-na-Donu and Raputin-class landing ship Minsk. Storm Shadow missiles destroyed Minsk and Rostov-na-Donu beyond repair. The Russian government disagrees, promising to restore both ships to full service. Russia's efforts to repair its naval assets would be complicated by the Ukrainian attack on Sevastopol, which damaged the city's dry dock repair facility. An attack sank a Ternate-class patrol boat the same day. Ukraine returned to naval drones on September 24, 2023, damaging the Russian Navy's Project 22160 patrol ship Sergei Kotov. However, this strike just damaged the ship. The Ukrainian Navy sank Sergei Kotov off Crimea on March 5, 2024, with Magura 55 maritime drones. This was Ukraine's third major ship, sinking in 2024. Let's not get ahead of ourselves after the Ukrainian Navy damaged 2 more Russian boats in 2023. November 4th was the first. The Ukrainians attacked Kerch's Zaliv shipbuilding yard with cruise missiles. This strike destroyed the new Karakurt-class corvette Askold with Caliber cruise missiles. After the November strike, the corvette in sea trials was declared lost. Ukraine's Air Force launches Storm Shadow or Scalp cruise missiles against Raputin-class landing ship Novichokazk in Feodosia, Crimea on December 26, 2023. Is the name familiar? It should, as this landing craft was attacked in March 2022. It departed with little damage. According to Ukrainian reports, Novichokazk is gone. The Ukrainian strike destroyed the ship's weapons, causing a catastrophic explosion that killed at least 33 of the 74 crew members. Novichokazk's destruction prevented the Russian Navy from invading Ukraine's Black Sea coast, making it a successful end to 2023. A new chapter in the Russo-Ukrainian naval conflict began in February 2024, crippling the Black Sea Fleet. Magura Va-5 marine drones sink one of 20 Tarantul-class corvettes, Ivanovets, in Donetsk, Crimea, on February 1, 2024. The Ivanovets' farewell was marked by a magnificent explosion from the ship's magazine before it sank stern up. Ukraine completes another damaged vessel from March 2022 on February 14, 2024. The massive Raputin 1-class landing craft Cesar Kunikov had the same fate as Novichokazk. The only difference is that Magura Va-5 drones sank it, and Russian sources confirmed it. However, Ukraine published a video of the sinking, making it hard to deny. Everything is possible in Russia, but back to Ukrainian footage. A Magura V-5 drone resembled a little speedboat in the grainy black and white film as it moved quickly on midnight waves. A classic David versus. A Ukrainian motorboat hit the 113-meter Russian vessel Cesar Kunikov, causing it to explode and sink with 70 crew members. Following the attack, Putin replaced Black Sea Fleet Commander Admiral Viktor Sokolov with Vice Admiral Sergei Pinchuk. About a month later, Admiral Alexander Musayev replaced Russian Navy Commander-in-Chief Nikolai Yevmenov due to Ukraine's successful Black Sea Fleet strikes. On March 23, 2024, during an offensive on Sevastopol, Ukraine's missile hit the Russian intelligence ship Ivan Kurs, which had already been targeted by drones in May 2023. Ukraine had been tracking the ship for about a year, as it helped Russia locate Ukrainian radar and weapons. On April 21, 2024, an anti-ship missile hit the Russian Navy's oldest ship, Komuna, in Sevastopol. On May 6, 2024, Magura Va-5 naval drones struck a Mangus-class patrol boat valued at $3 million, damaging it during a search and rescue mission. After adding together these attacks, it's evident why sources say Ukrainian forces have destroyed 25% of Russian Black Sea warships. Okay for a country without a navy, right? They even say Russian ships are leaving the Black Sea, giving Ukraine hope of regaining Crimea after 10 years. Ukrainian Captain Dmitry Pletenchuk says one loser missile ship remains in the Black Sea. Military equipment depletion and resource shortage. Ukraine's bold, asymmetric strategy has led to impressive results, consistently finding innovative ways to sink Russian ships. Despite Russia's vast resources and military-industrial complex, it struggles to replace these losses. Mobilization efforts following the Ukraine invasion have drained the Kremlin's resources, and it is running low on the parts needed to build new warships. Russia also faces difficulties relocating ships from other fleets due to Turkey's move to block non-Black Sea military vessels from passing through the Bosporus and Dardanelles Straits, boosting Ukraine's security. This gives Turkey more leverage in the Black Sea, a region of strategic importance for energy routes. Although Turkey supports Ukraine's territorial integrity, it hasn't imposed sanctions on Russia and has blocked Finland and Sweden from joining NATO. On land, Russia's tank losses are mounting. Since the invasion, nearly 3,000 tanks have been destroyed, including over 1,100 T-72 tanks and more than 100 T-90s. With over 12,000 tanks at the start of the conflict, this rapid depletion threatens Russia's armored capabilities, which have been further weakened by destroyed, abandoned, or captured tanks. These skills aren't just affected by tank losses. Russia lost many armored fighting vehicles, infantry fighting vehicles, armored personnel carriers, and artillery pieces. The Russian military has lost at least 1,500 artillery pieces and nearly 6,000 armored vehicles, according to various estimates. That's just documented losses. Undocumented losses possibly exceed 1,000. The Russian military complex can only produce 600 new tanks and 1,000 new battle vehicles per year under ideal conditions. Thus, rebuilding its armored forces from war's ashes will be as difficult as replacing its naval fleet. Another, perhaps more significant resource is running out in Russia. Troops. Russia's military death toll in Ukraine exceeded 5,000 in April 2024. Given that Russia had 15% more soldiers than when the invasion began, this information may be confusing. This anomaly involves the late 2022's $300,000 civilian draft. The number may seem impressive, yet these people were pushed to the front without training, leading to their fatalities. Russia must commit such an atrocity because there will be few replacements by the time they are trained and equipped. Russia may have more soldiers, but its daily death toll is higher. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry reports 800 to 1,000 soldiers die every day. Calculate that Ukraine might kill over 2,000 Russian soldiers by 2024, causing irreversible harm or even the Kremlin's collapse. Russia faces many difficulties besides its shrinking ships, weapons, and troops. Poor leadership, military corruption, faulty info, foreign financial and military aid for Ukraine, Ukraine's military dominance, and NATO's activities. Everywhere you look, another issue appears. However, the invasion of Ukraine should have taught us that Russia will do everything to prove a point. Despite its declining military power, Russia outperforms Ukraine in practically every way. Many experts believe Russia will never run out of military weaponry. At best, the country won't be able to satisfy war demands soon. The worst-case scenario is that Russia will adapt and enhance its military, as it has many times before, and rise again. The country also possesses the Northern Fleet, Pacific Fleet, Baltic Fleet, and Caspian Flotilla. These fleets show the Russian Navy is still strong. Turkey may change the naval power balance of the Russo-Ukrainian war in an instant by opening the Black Sea. What do you think? Can Putin pull Russia around from this crisis? If they want to win, they must escape this situation quickly. Leave your comments below and like and subscribe for more in-depth discussions. See you next video.